Okay, that's enough. Consider that a little bit of bonus before we head back into super serious mode. Climax. From my position, I could only see a small portion of the wavering cavern. I could see the idol John Defoe on the stump beside me, my bloody waistcoat lying discarded in the corner. With my other senses, I could detect the presence of Siobhan, the redoubtable Linkman. I stared blankly. Grab idol. I didn't understand the word. What? Take idol. My attempts to move only made things worse. I felt a stab of pain, and something snapped behind my eyes, filling my vision with spots. Look. Waistcoat. Strangely, my first thought was a vision of the repair and laundry bill. Linkman. The treacherous cultist was wandering around the stump in a manner that I suppose was relevant to his ritual. Look, Siobhan. I could not see her, but I could hear her trying to moan or gag. Cry for help. It hurts. Oh shit. Oh no. He's calling Cavadoth, and I typed through it. Sorry. Losing blood steadily. My arms and legs were limp and unresponsive. I couldn't move. Call thee from the east. Kick Linkman. Come on. Fight Linkman. Do you see the value of violence now? Northern Lights suplex, Linkman. The pain was now replaced with an ice-cold numbness that was spreading fast. The room was swimming before my eyes. I call thee from the south. Deliver a wicked insult to Linkman. Eat pill. Oh, look at this. Right. Right. Drink cola. Here we go. Drink wine. Use lockpicks on the Linkman. It was becoming harder and harder to breathe. Air rattled in and out of my lungs like a buzzsaw. Reality flits from realm to realm, tormented, confused, in this madness that we might bring thee to us. Damn it, I clicked out of the game window to save. Using my recording preview to play this is still disorienting for me. Ended Cavadoth. No. My vision was clouding up around the edges. It seemed like my stubborn will was the only thing keeping me alive. I present thee with blessed agonies. Body, mind, and soul. I present thee with the guide, failed in his duty for thee to judge. Come. Come. Hey, great! Get dunked on, Linkman! I died. What? He's dead? No, that's not possible. Master? Master, please, no! Trilby. Go back, Trilby. Leave me alone. I'm dead. Not yet. Not fully. Your mind and soul are drifting apart from your body. With enough power, there is still time to pull them back. But you must have the will to return. Forget it. I've had enough. I did the assignments, I made myself useful, I lived up to the reputation Defoe Manor gave me. Today, I gave everything I could. And I still died. There is still work to be done. You have not yet completed your duty. I'm sick of duty. I'm sick of prophecy. Just let me sleep. Stronger men than you have tried to fight destiny. None succeed. Past, present, and future are all different faces of the same die, and few can see them all at once. But I can, and the future demands that you live. Return now. I have marked the path. Please, just let it end. Pleading to me is useless. I am just as much a prisoner of fate as you. The future your actions are destined to bring about has already taken place. Without your part, I would not be here to restore you to life. So you see, by my mere presence, your decision is already made. Who are you? A murderer, and a madman, and a puppet of forces neither of us could possibly comprehend. Trilby, say something. What? You're alive! Oh God, I didn't even know if I was doing it properly. But I did it. You're alive. Where's Linkman? That tall man took him. He did something horrible to him. And then he took him away. Where's my waistcoat? Shh, don't talk. I've already called for an ambulance. Let's get you back upstairs. Wait. See that wooden idol? Yes? Bring it with us. Grab it tightly and close, and bring it with us. Don't let it touch your bare skin. Okay. And now it sits across from me. The reality shift had cleared up. We were free to leave. An STP cleanup crew arrived with the ambulance. No trace of a bed or the hotel staff was found. Officially, they've been classified as unexplained disappearances. Linkman and the tall man seem to have also vanished, which does not surprise me in the least. Siobhan signed the Official Secrets Act. Last I heard is staying with her parents to recuperate, which just leaves me to write up my notes, with the idol that haunts my dreams gazing at me from across my desk. I was dead. I can't pretend I wasn't. No amount of CPR could have brought me back from where I was. So who did? The man in red? Who was he if not an insane hallucination and brain death? Unimportant. I am alive and that's all that matters. Just that, and the destiny of this wretched statuette that I'm apparently fated to carry out. Every instinct in my being wants to burn it to ashes and grind them into the dirt, but I do not. Linkman spoke of a prophecy that the destruction of John Defoe's soul would somehow help him and his order summon their dark god. So if I destroy the idol, they win. But what else can I do? I certainly can't keep it. I know from experience that it leaks malevolent influence like a broken pipe leaks water. The only other option is to hide it. But where can I hide such a thing and ensure that it is never found again by human hands? I shall have to think about this. Trilby, July 29th, 1997. The fulfillment of the prophecy continues. The ritual for the summoning of Jizo will go ahead. Events have been set in motion that cannot be stopped. We have the blood of the guide. Now we must wait. Wait and prepare. At this time there came a man from the land of technology, and though his wisdom was great and his power advanced, he had the willfulness of his fellows, and so he was the arrogant man. And on the 8th and 20th day of the 7th month of the year of the arrogant man, the king gazed upon the land of technology and saw the arrogant man, who spake thus: O king, I beseech you, for this land has become corrupt without your benevolent hand, and darkness seeks to envelop us all. I demand of you to cross the border between our lands and make things right, for my power is great, and I have it in my power to control one even as great as you. The king was rightly amused, for while the arrogant man's power was indeed great, the king's power was greater still, and the king said, I will not submit myself, for firstly my power is greater than yours, and not yours to command. Secondly, while my capabilities are many, it is impossible for me to enter the land of technology, for the border is a dark and treacherous ocean I cannot will away. But I will do this for you, O arrogant man. For all the bigness of your head, you are still small enough to be spared the rigors of the dark ocean. I shall rescue you from the darkness in the land of technology, and you shall live in my household, and here you will learn humility. And as the king said it, so it was so, and the arrogant man crossed the ocean to the house of the king, where he was brought before his majesty, who said, Now you must repay me for the slight your arrogance caused me, for despite your insult I love you as I love every man and beast. You must learn to take this love into your heart. And the king took the body and mind of the arrogant man and separated them from his soul, and this he placed in a great tree in the land of technology, and with this action he announced, Now you are the tree, and the tree is you, and the wood is your soul. With this gift of separation your body shall not wither or die throughout your lessons. But should any man interfere with the tree that is your soul in the day that is mine, I shall lend you the power to confront them and strike them down with fitting vengeance. And then he touched the arrogant man and filled his heart with his warming love. The arrogant man became the prince, and he knew the name of the king. The prince in the court of the king bowed down and wept and sang with great praise the name of the king, for great and generous was his wisdom. Books of Chisou, Book of the Prince, Chapter 2. Trilby's Notes. Conceived, written, designed, and programmed by Ben Yahtzee Croshaw. My favorite of these 4 games, for sure. And that remains true even in this revisit. Original soundtrack? Pretty solid. Dug it. AGS engine, Chris Jones. My understanding is that the ending is different in the special edition, which is what this is. Playtesting? That the original version of the game doesn't have that encounter so well defined with that man in red. And that ending, interaction has changed as a result of that. Special thanks, among other folks, everyone who demanded another Trilby game. Fully Ramblematic production. That was good. That was fun. I enjoyed that. So, if everything we were fed, everything that was given to us by the end, is true, once upon a time, 2 millennia ago, a man existed by the name of Cavidoth, a druid. He was powerful. His island was being invaded by Romans, and it was his time to act, his moment to strike. He had been ostracized by his fellow brethren for his research and his dealings, but Cavidoth did have considerable power, for he had been dipping into the ethereal realm as a summoner, and yanking out demons and what have you for consultations to, broker deals or whatever, gain power. As a summoner does, and is rendered in plenty of media. These damn fucking magic users. All sorts of things in their conquest for knowledge and ambitions and potential hubris. And, Cavidoth thought to himself, there's a way I'm gonna prove all these druids wrong, and I'm gonna stop these damn invaders. The most powerful, most dangerous, scary thing I've ever heard of that's given every creature I've ever talked to pause is a pain elemental. Only one I've ever heard of, only one that exists. And I'm going to summon that and I'm going to bind it. Because I know how to do that, because I understand how magic works. And while all these other demons and entities might be afraid, I can control them. I can control this Chisou. Now, Chisou, pain elemental, is incapable of getting on over to the other side due to a vast gulf between the ethereal realm where Chisou dwells and the real world. But the ocean is the easiest to travel on Chisou's holy day, which is the 28th of July every year. The ritual's performed, and Chisou manifests Kabanoth turns his back on the manifestation, like, look, Golden, I'm a fucking badass. I mean, it's kind of bigger than I expected, but you gotta fucking obey the rules of magic. So it's like, bitch, please, I have consumed more magic than you've ever even dreamt of learning in your feeble, pathetic life. Grabs Kabanoth and yanks his ass across the ocean. And lives up to his name as Pain Elemental. Kabanoth goes through unspeakable, unfathomable, frankly, agonies. His soul is separated from his body, so that all that meat tissue can endure and encase within a tree. Stands there for several centuries, then one powerful man, the little axe that could, his son, chopped down this entire fucking tree. Just so happens to be on the holy day. Chizo allows the prince to come out, crosses the ocean, prince exacts vengeance. And that keeps happening. A cycling, a repeating of same names, of patterns, of the same day. Which leads up eventually to what we experienced here. Now, it seems that all this shit has been prophesied, fate, intelligent design, and intelligent design had it that Trilby was meant to die in that spot. But I mean, if he doesn't, the game does end. I had a wonderful encounter with that the first time I played it, where I thought I knew what I was doing, like, oh, it's my time to die, and I just didn't, like, wear Trilby down enough with, like, random nonsense, like, command prompts or what have you. And so it's, on the one hand, it's like, Chizo's wrong, on the other hand, it's like, well then, like, this happened. Great, wonderful. Awesome. It's like a Xanatos Gambit where no matter what, Chizo wins, right? Fucking pain elementals, right? Fucking demons. Arrogant people. It just goes to show you that, you know, science, I talked about this most recently in my System Shock Enhanced Edition playthrough, like, science and scientists and, like, the arrogant pursuit of, like, wondrous things just so happens to ruin everything. Apparently, if you have magic at your fucking disposal, you have the same capacity to ruin everything. So, that's great. Anyway, Jean Defoe gained all of his powers. The power to be this ominous, potent wraith, thanks to Kabanoth the Prince, basically, and being put in that idol. If the idol is destroyed, bad things are prophesied to happen. Unfortunately, we do know, through 7 Days of Skeptic, that idol does get destroyed. Just completely just shouldn't use decimated there, that's not an appropriate usage yet. Obliterated. In the plasma exhaust of the Mephistopheles, which, by the way, ominous name for that. And it about takes care of it. It's a nice summary. This was a pretty enjoyable ride. Yeah, I ended up doing this in 9 videos. My original series was 10. That's okay. I had a bit of a better idea about what I was doing. Once I got into the game, pieces started, you know, clicking and moving into place for me. I spent a long time, I'm pretty damn sure, like, looking for the mannequin pieces in that run. But I also, like, spread out, like, the last 2 videos in, like, shorter chunks, so 6 to 1/2 a dozen of the other. I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. Different flavor Grimith this time as opposed to last time. Well, it's good to leave this on a fun and vibrant note. You know, thoughtful and maybe even hopeful. Hopeful, who am I kidding? Also, there's a floppy disk on the screen there, next to the Trilby. Yeah, who am I fucking kidding? Like, all this feel-good that I have, I'm just thinking about the next game, and, let's just enjoy what we had here together. As a family in the King's Court, okay? We all got to learn the name of the king together, and we can reflect positively and warmly upon the events that transpired, and in no way have to think about what comes next. Alright? Take care, everyone. Make sure that you are properly respectful towards all entities, regardless of whether they are present in this realm or the ethereal realm. Okay? It's very important. And if any of you want to, like, go out there and form some wicked sick bands called Order of Blessed Agonies or what have you, that's a name that more people should do with. Yeah? You know, it's a chthonic name, which, you know, has a vibe to it, because, of course, Yahtzee, several years back, made a Cthulhu Mythos, like, focus game. Available on Steam. Pretty fun. Pretty alright. Kinda lost my train of thought there. Because I keep thinking about 6 Days of Sacrifice. Next time! It hurts.